I want to buy a resale flat by the end of 2027. I've been looking at the older 3-room resale flat. My plan was to eventually convert that to a dual key layout so that I can stay in one of the studio and to rent out the other studio. Hopefully, that will add to my long-term financial resilience. Just like most people, to buy a house, I will need a loan. But I'm now unemployed and I just lost about $9,000 last month. I still have 17 months left. The obvious answer is to go find a job. But for the next 6 months, I'm still not going to find a job because I have already been on a career break for 1 year. I can't help but ask myself, is this a rational decision? Am I taking unnecessary risks? This window of flexibility doesn't come along that often. I want to spend this time documenting Singapore green spaces while I still have the flexibility to. And I want to continue improving the trading system that I have been working on this year. After that, I'll go find a job. So to solve one problem at a time, we will need to look at what it takes to get a HDB flat in Singapore. I have a budget of around 400k. The 3-room resale flat that I'm looking at will not be able to cover me till I'm 95 years old. So the amount of CPF that I can use and grants will all be prorated. This means I need more cash than I expected for the down payment, and I will need a job that pays me around $4,000 per month for the loan. In order to keep my career break going and to get my HDB by the end of 2027, I will need some income. Some part of my money is invested long-term in CSPX and endowers, but I'm not planning to draw those down to fund my current life. Those are pretty small accounts right now. I've been trying to build another source of income from trading. I will also find part-time job to have a stable monthly income. I know it sounded delusional that I might want to depend on trading for certain part of my cash flow. Ultimately, I do believe in the randomness of the market. It cannot be guaranteed that I will always earn from the market, but I also believe that I could slowly build out to a minimum viable income if I keep on improving on this skill. For the past 19 months, my cumulative profit is only about $2,000. So that's about $100 per month, very far away from the $4,000 that I need. The obvious answer became again, just go and find a job. But the average hides something else. I trade options. Options are leverage product. A handful of leverage losses could erase months of progress. I'm not the best in risk management and exit strategy. I want to know what's exactly happening. So I started pulling every trade that I made. I wanted to see if there was a pattern that I'm missing. I've started looking at the different option structures, different expiration dates, and different tickers. Across all my winning trades, I actually made $70,000, but across all my losing trade, I actually lost $60,000. Basically, I was gambling. Every month that I have a drawdown, I could attribute it to something that sounds reasonable: the tariff shock, the Iran war, and the recent semiconductor sell-off. I have to be honest with myself. How much of these trades are actually signal and how much of them are noise? Ultimately, trading options is trading structure. You can make money in any kind of market, be it bull, bear, or choppy market. In 2025, S&P 500 alone has increased by 16%. If I have just held on to the index, I would have made money. I can't help but think maybe 2025 is just an exceptional year. It is an outlier noise that will not be representative of how I trade. So I came to a conclusion that once I experienced a high winning position in a trade, even though that it has gone down, I kept looking for reasons to stay in. I believe that it will bounce back. Ultimately, by the end of 2025, all the tickers that I trade did. So because I'm trading options, the price moved non-linearly. So the increase in volatility and the sharp sell-off will hurt my portfolio. But ultimately, I did recover from the 2025 drawdown, but that was not my first drawdown that I experienced. I did reposition myself during the drawdown, but it was too late because the market moved again. I kept defending my original idea until the losses make me face reality. That was the problem I'm trying to solve. At this point in time, I didn't beat the S&P anymore. I want to stop fooling myself and see if 2025 is just an outlier. So with the help of AI, I automate the way that I analyze my trade. Every single trading day, the same kind of information passes through the same process. AI will help to analyze and suggest trades that I could make. And I have always wanted to do this, but without the help of AI assistant, it's very time consuming to code out something like this. Final trading decision is still mine. The goal is never to remove judgment. It's to remove my emotions from overriding the structure. If this becomes more consistent, I can solve my trading problem, at least while my analysis still work. I'll still need to solve my mortgage problem. Getting a loan doesn't just depend on my best month. It's the consistency that I have to prove. Started paying myself, but I still can't afford to pay myself $4,000 a month yet. For this 6 months, trading is just a very small part of it. YouTube is another smaller part, just thinking $100, $200. The main bulk of my salary will still comes from whatever part-time job I will be taking out to get regular CPF contributions and income statements. My long-term investment will still keep compounding. Right now, my future retirement account is able to compound to basic standard of living. That gave me a bit more confidence in pursuing this 6 months. When I came back from my career break, traveling around Southeast Asia and Central Asia, the plan was very simple. Start finding a job. Over the last few months, after my broken ankle, things had slightly changed. I have become more confident, but honestly, I don't know if the trading will work out. I don't know whether this channel or my outdoor channel is a sustainable thing for me to do. I still don't know if I will qualify for any flat. 6 months from now, I'll know that whether this is a rational decision. It has a single objective of building something that will reduce my reliance on a single source of income. So I'm putting my bet that all this that I'm doing will form a far more resilient financial plan. This 6 months is really an experiment to see if I could be that in my own terms.